and the monkey bent the fork and got in while this girl was cleaning in the habitat and just tore her legs and her arms, and she was in the hospital like this. I mean, she still loved the monkeys, but yeah, I mean, it was pretty damn severe because they bite to the bone.
Shelley herself recalls the downside of having a capuchin as a pet.
1973, I got a monkey as a pet. One of these white-faced capuchins went like this. And I realized, not a good idea. Well, she bit through my husband's hand, through the palm of his hand. That kind of, and he did not like her.
In amongst the urban jungle is also April, a YouTube sensation after a road rage encounter on a Texas highway. The incident happened in 2013 after a routine traffic stop by a police officer. April lashing out as her owner was given an infringement notice.
Got a monkey in it and attacked my hand. I go to give him it and claw that.
One of our veterinarians says, pound for pound, the capuchin monkey is the most dangerous monkey around.
Named after an order of Capuchin monks for their dark-capped heads, Capuchins are considered the smartest of the New World monkeys.
We're never getting one
An
of
ability
those,
that's
right?
earned this little rascal, and monkeys generally, a place in myth and legend.
And so the monkey was really thought of as being highly intelligent, but also creative. And artists were connected to monkeys. So if you were born on the day of Somatli,
Because I'm taking a video.
that you play this kind of role in society.
And while not all species of capuchin are critically endangered, their iconic status sees them as ambassadors for other primates whose habitat is truly in peril.
That's a ringtail.
Now let's take a quick trip out of Capuchin country to Perth, Western Australia.
That's where we live.
16,000 kilometers away, to meet a team using cheeky monkeys to raise awareness for others on the edge of extinction.
We live in South America.
What?
We live in South America.
No, we don't. We live in North America.
It is quite interactive for the public. They really highlight that other primates are in danger of extinction, and also highlights that habitat loss, degradation, including fragmentation, is a real issue for primates in the wild.
For Carrie Bagnall, it's a simple answer to the question of whether you could ever take the wild out of one of these Latin American animals.
Monkeys are wild animals. They are not domesticated, they are not trained or tamed or any of that. They are wild animals, and they need to live a wild life.
A spunky monkey that's a ticking time bomb takes a serious swipe at the vampire fish. It knocks out the
This
piranha
spends
and
9
swings
minutes.
its way into number 2. As for our king cat, its claws are still firmly locked into number 1. But stepping up to the plate is a tropical terror with giant fangs and a bad attitude.
Oh, I know what it
March
is.
2013, the dense wilds of Costa Rica. For Steve Rankin, an experienced TV
Not telling you.
it was just another
He
day
doesn't know.
scouting for locations for his jungle survival series.
I don't want to spoil
But
it.
suddenly, there was nothing normal about it.
We were traversing
It's a snake.
near the top, and there was a fall in the tree. Didn't see anything, jumped away from the tree, and as soon as I landed, I felt this sharp, searing pain in my left foot.
Rankin had met his fate
Told
with
ya.
one of the world's deadliest snakes. A prickly pit viper with a memorable name to match its lingering bite. The Fer-de-Lance. A master of disguise, built for the kill, with venom to slowly rot away flesh.
It's a truly horrific creature. To be bitten by one of these big monsters is a death sentence.
The last animal that I would like to get beaten in my life, in the world, in the forest, is the Fer-de-Lance.
Slithering through the Amazon basin in Central America, the Fer-de-Lance's love of low-lying scrub proved to be Steve Rankin's undoing. As his frantic crew ferried him out on a makeshift stretcher, his left leg in searing agony, a grim realization set in, courtesy of the team's local wildlife expert.
As soon as he said, touching of halo, I heard that translation before, and I knew straight away it was Fer-de-Lance. face. I went a bit cold in because, oh God, no, that's one of the deadliest snakes in the world.
Pumping through the TV producer's veins was a cocktail of lethal myotoxins capable of massive internal bleeding, organ failure, and necrosis, or loss of limbs. Arriving at hospital after a grueling trek to safety, Rankin was given life-saving antivenom by doctors, but there were no guarantees.
Their expressions were great, but they treated me extremely efficiently and said that I was technically at that point out of danger. Just draining some of the fluid out. I felt like, oh, dodged a bullet there.
But he hadn't dodged a bullet. The Fer-de-Lance wasn't finished with him yet.
The doctor came to see me. He said, that's not good. And I looked down and I sniffed, and it smelled like rotten flesh. So it went from being, I think I'm okay, to I'm actually quite worried now.
The TV exec was rushed to surgery. The potent Fer-de-Lance venom was spreading fast.
And I remember looking down and thinking, I hope there's 2 bumps there. Because I thought I was going to lose my leg.
Fortunately, there were 2 bumps there. But it's been a long road of recovery for the naked and afraid executive producer. 6 skin grafts, 3 operations to remove damaged tissue, endless rounds of physiotherapy to learn how to walk again. Not to mention post-traumatic stress. But he's back in the job he loves, his inner adventurer driving him on.
It was incredibly humbling to think that this highly evolved species was so powerful that it could inject poison into my body, and it was so destructive. It made me both frightened but also in awe of nature.
Truth is, if you're going to be bitten by a Fer-de-Lance, it pays to be in Costa Rica. Under a slither of a moon in dripping humidity, we join a team risking their lives to save others, plucking the famous velvet snake from the wilds to analyze its numbers and milk them for antivenom for victims like Rankin. Their arsenal against one of the world's deadliest animals is basic: sticks and rubber boots. But they are experienced, and none more so than local hero herpetologist Professor Mahmoud Sassa, with the prestigious Instituto Clodomiro Picado and the not-for-profit Organization for Tropical Studies. So why a night hunt?
Because this species is nocturnal, so the activity is basically during the night.
Soon enough, the devil of disguise reveals itself.
You see it? It's over there. It's a female. Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, come on. We have it.
Well fed and weighing over a kilo, this viper hasn't been eating for one.
It looks very robust. It seems that it's pregnant, and this is the time of the year where they still have the embryos developing, and they're going to be hatching in a month or month and a half. By learning the biology of these animals, I hope to be able to reduce the risk that humans have in their encounters.
It's not your average day job, but it's all part of the valuable research at the Clodomiro Picado Institute. Despite stringent safety regulations, accidents do happen. Institute herpetologist Fabian Bonilla knows exactly what it's like to be on the receiving end of a Bothrops aspirin. The result? A month spent in ICU, partial loss of his finger, and psychological trauma. Eased only when handling non-venomous snakes like these.
Fue un momento difícil, digamos, porque lo hace uno pensar un montón de cosas. Más allá de que me haya mordido una serpiente, sino cosas más como, bueno, somos muy vulnerables, ¿verdad? El ser humano es muy vulnerable a casi cualquier cosa.
But on a mission, the young biologist part of the Institute's team to educate local Costa Ricans about the dangers of deadly Fer-de-Lance and what they can do to avoid. It's an increasingly terrifying proposition as man encroaches upon nature's habitat, only to have nature fight back.